Well, good evening, everyone, and I want to thank you all so much for joining us in this webinar. I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to introduce you to this beautiful lady that you see here before you, and she's going to be speaking to you. This is Miss Janice Parker. She has been in this business for 2 years, and she knows 100% of the information. During last year's convention, she received the Black Aunts Wealth Builders Ring, which signifies that she earned $100,000 in 12 months. She's also received multiple $1,000 bonuses. She's received four $10,000 bonuses and achieved the $50,000 challenge, which she'll explain during the presentation she's going to give. You guys, Miss Janice loves helping people and having fun. She's an amazing lady, and Mark and I were introduced to her by another wonderful friend of ours who is here too. So we want to thank Dr. Andrea Warren for introducing us and helping us get started in this business. We are really excited for you all to hear about this business, the Surge 365, and hopefully become a part of it wherever you can. We are excited to share it with you. So again, I want to thank you, and please feel free. You can also, if you want to, text people and say, hey, you need to join in on this, and send them the link that I had sent to you earlier or Mark had sent to you earlier. So without further ado, I'd like to again introduce you to this wonderful, wonderful woman here. She is our level 1 marketing director here, and this is Miss Janice Parker.
Well, wonderful. That was excellent. And for somebody who's so new in the company, that was absolutely marvelous. I am just grateful to be able to work with you and Mark Candace, because you are such like a power couple. You're together, your mindsets are the same, and that means so much when you're building business, especially when you already have a life. And so I want to welcome our VIP guests. To those of you that have joined us by way of Mark and Candace, this is a special affair. It is their grand opening. What has happened, family, is they have started and launched their own home-based business. As you know, they have served in the entertainment and arts world, and they've served as teachers. And now they want to put together something and do something where they can create a legacy for their children so that they can move forward. Well, they've chosen to work inside of our platform. I am Janice Parker, Marketing Director, affectionately known as Coach JP, and what my role is here today is just to share some information with you. And it's either going to make sense at the end or it's not. And if it makes sense, Grandma used to say it can make dollars. If you have questions, we're going to have a Q&A session, but you can look down bottom of your screen and you should see the word chat. You can always put your question in the chat. We're happy to answer those. But at the end of this, I'm just going to ask you, does it make sense? Like really, does what I said make sense? Because if any part of it resonates with you, we're going to invite you to join Mark and Candace, because if we do, family, I promise you we are going to crush it together. So let me tell you a little bit about what you're about to see. I'm going to share first with you the product that we offer. Now, travel is the industry we're working in, and what we did was we partner with a company to create a kind of a travel club, a wholesale travel membership platform that literally speaks to today's traveler. And I'm going to share that with you in a minute. And we created a product that we believe is unapologetically the best product on the market. So I'm going to share with you how it works, why it works, and why it's beneficial, and why a client would love the product that we have. But on the back side of that, I'm going to share with you a way to create a substantial amount of income. Now, it can be whatever you desire. I spoke to one young lady recently, and she said, everything you showed me looks great, so $500 is fine. That's all I kind of need. Then I've spoken to people who have, student loans, like, Dr. Andrea Warren, that wants to pay those off, and she likes the idea of $10,000 bonuses. All of that inside of the next 35 minutes. So let's just dive straight into the information. We understand that just like you, just like me, and those of us that are on this line today, most of us can imagine like going to work or taking off Friday and having 8 days and 7 nights where we have nothing else to do. We know places we'd love to go, but oftentimes when we go to look at booking some of the dream destinations that we have, we actually find out that the price points are kind of high, and normally they're about the same. Now, their being about the same is because of something called parity. Expedia is number one, Priceline's number two, and literally all of the other companies you shop through, they've got their hand in the pot in one way or another, and they're affiliates. And so they keep the prices here Because but for knowing about a club membership like ours, most people would never have the benefits that you see on the screen. Our membership is private. So you literally have a wholesale travel platform that backs this travel 150%. The way it looks is just like any thing you've ever seen before. You put in your destination, your arrival and departure date, and you press search. And just like any other platform, all the hotels that are available, they actually show up. You're dealing with the same hotels, same airlines, same resorts, same cruise lines, same rental car companies, all of the same. But now you're going to have a wholesale price. So let me give you just a more relative idea of what that means. Most of us are familiar with Sam's Club or Costco's or BJ's or some type of wholesale buying club. The reason we join the club is because, yes, we can buy the same food and cleaning products and household products outside of the membership, but inside of the membership, we're going to pay what? We're going to pay less. Well, it's no different here. Let me give you guys, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of an example. Now, this is one we took offline. This is Walt Disney World down there in Orlando, 7 days, 6 nights, 4-star, 2-bedroom, right there by the Disney gate. Now, the price that you see on the left, the $1,641, is the retail price. That is the price for the general public. When you see member price, that's going to be through our membership, giving you a savings of $693. Our prices are not advertised on the internet because of that parity agreement. Anybody who wants to advertise their travel prices to the general public must abide by their agreement. Now, let me tell you something else about the prices that you're going to see on the left. Those prices, A, do not include taxes and fees, and B, those particular prices, those are the lowest prices on the internet. We're comparing our savings not to the highest price on the internet, but to the lowest public price. And in this example of Rome, I mean, think of the food and the fun, the fashion, the Facebook Lives, the selfies, the memories that we're going to make. And we can make a lot more of them and go on a lot more excursions with an extra $812 right there in our bank account. Here's another domestic example of Colorado. Now, never thought about it, only because of the white stuff that you see, but I'm sure the air is crisp and clean. But when I saw that we could get a 2-bedroom log cabin for 2 adults for $299 and keep $706 right there in our bank account, that resonated with me. What about you? I mean, it just makes perfect sense, even if we talk about Vegas. And I know we say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not with social media, right? Everything is home before we even get home. But think about all of the activities, the Ferris wheel, the Eiffel Tower, Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Diana Ross. All of this is at your fingertips. Well, a 2-bedroom suite right there on the strip and an extra $927 in your bank account allows you to enjoy more of your vacation because you kept more of your money in your pocket. And doesn't it make sense? If you're going to take a vacation anyway, and you have an option to pay more or an option to pay less, doesn't it make sense to actually pay less? Now, this one, Mark and Candace, as I told you guys on Sunday, this is my dream vacation. Now, you'll notice that their price is double our price, right? By the time somebody adds taxes and fees, they're probably up around $7,000. All of our prices include taxes and fees. So you and your loved one could be on this vacation. The people in the bungalow to the left, they paid $6,708. The people in the bungalow to the right, they paid $6,708. You're enjoying the exact same location, the exact same size bungalow, checking in on the exact same date, checking on the exact same date, but you left $3,222 right there in your bank account. So unapologetically, with us having access to everything that you would have access to when you go online to any of those general public websites, but at a lower pocketbook cost, gives our members the ability to save money. And here is another beautiful thing. See, when you book on those sites, you may book at Hilton and they'll give you reward credits, but they sit over here. And you may book a flight with American Airlines and they'll give you Sky Miles, but they sit over here. You know what we do for our members, which is another thing that makes us highly popular in the travel space, is that we allow you to, of course, you're going to earn those reward credits, but we give you reward credits inside of your membership as well. And all of those reward credits drop into one place. One place. That means they add up pretty quickly. Let me give you an idea of one of our members. She used her membership last year to go to Brazil. The round trip out of Raleigh, Durham into Miami, round trip out of Miami into Brazil. And because of the reward credits that she had in her vacation vault, her out-of-pocket expense was only $33 because she chose to check out for her flight with reward credits. Well, she only had to pay for the fee. Anybody good with that? We both know that, we all know that reward credits that are earned, that allow us to save that money, with Brazil flights being thousands of dollars, is a pretty powerful platform. Now, let's look at other travel club memberships, because if you would have asked me, Coach JP, are you guys the only club membership in town? We would say, actually, no. As a matter of fact, you've heard American Express say that membership has its privileges. They literally own a company that's called Inspirato. Inspirato, right, if you own a charge card with American Express, will allow you into their membership club for, with a price tag of $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000, and an annual dues billed annually in one lump sum of $3,400. Now, interestingly enough, members of your family can travel with you. It costs them $3,400 to do so, and they have blackout dates. You do have to pay taxes and fees, and you'll never, ever earn your way out of that annual subscription. So we looked at what they did right, and we duplicated that and improved on it. And then some of the things that we thought could have been done better, we made it better. So let me ask you this question. Does it make sense to be able to go where you want, when you want, with whom you want, vacation, business, or everyday travel? It does not matter. The fact is that you're going to have the ability to book as much as you want. Let me tell you about another one of our champions. Her name is Tanisha. With her club membership, she saved $4,200 on her trip to London, where her cousin Adrian was playing in the role of Tina Turner there. They're now in Broadway in New York. So she saved $4,200 on 4 flights and hotel rooms for she and her family. She flew with us to Brazil. She saved $700 on the flight back. She saved $400 in Las Vegas, I think twice. She saved $135, I know, on one of her trips to California. Well over $6,000 she saved with her membership. And what I love about our membership is that our membership price points are not $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000, because that makes no sense. Our price point, right? Our price point is $299 one time. And our monthly subscription fee is only $63 and 54 cents every single month. I want you to chime in just real quickly, because I know, Candie, that you and Mark actually looked up, because your son is going to be coming home, and you were able to look up some flights. Why don't you tell your guests, your distinguished guest on the line tonight, what you saw? Because seeing is actually believing. Yes or yes?
Yes. So what happened was, when I looked up, hi everybody, when I looked up flights, you guys know Devin, who's in the military. He's in Colorado Springs, so he wants to come home on leave. We were looking up just flights randomly, and I'm always looking for the greatest deal when it comes to travel. I looked up some flights for him from Norfolk, from where we're at, and Colorado Springs, and a round trip flight. And I thought, okay, this is great. Well, I use off the thing that I've been using previously called Hopper, that looks up things. And I had been looking at flights for him on that before I got to Surge 365. When I looked at the flights, there was at least a $72, between $72 and $100 difference between the cost of the flights for him. And that was for a round trip ticket. I was like, wait, what? So and I told him, I said, okay, Devin, you let me know exactly when you want to leave. We're going to be booking your flight, because it totally saved money. And I was very surprised. I also went to Scotland last year with a theater troupe, and I happened to look up the flights that I booked last year. Looked it up through us. It would have been at least $200-something cheaper. I was shocked. Oh my goodness! I wish I could afford. So there truly is a discount and a savings. I was really, really pleased about that and excited about that.
So as you can see, Candie has already vetted the product to make sure that it is a good product. Now, let me tell you something that Candie is really excited about as well, and she wanted me to share with you, is the fact that, listen, our membership platform and nobody else's membership platform, you refer 3 of your travel buddies to the platform, and the company literally waives the $63 fee. Now, the $63 fee is not that huge in the grand scheme of things. But the company says when you refer 3 active members, we'll get rid of that monthly subscription fee. You'll join a club that we call the 3 and Free Club. That is phenomenal. And let me tell you, the young lady, Tanisha, that saved over $6,000 so far, is 3 and Free. And yes, she still gets to travel at a discount. And see, we have a platinum membership as well. This is kind of like an upgrade to the membership I just told you about. We call it the Ultimate Platinum Membership. And for a one-time upgrade of $200, you still have your membership. And did I mention to you that 4 adults can travel in your membership? That's like $50 per adult for the initial fee. Guys, that is just so like $75. That is just so very powerful. But then inside of our platform, and Candie, I'm going to have you speak to this as well, because we literally inside of this platform have a travel agency where you literally can do what Candie did years ago and become a certified travel agent. She's excited to be able to become a travel agent now and book for her family. But Candie, tell us about back then. You took some classes, you became a travel specialist, and what it cost you back then.
So back then, this was years ago, a couple decades ago. I did a correspondence course and took, read books and took tests. And then I went to Miami in the summertime and took actual classes in Miami to be a certified travel agent or go into the travel business. That was $1,200 just for the actual course itself. Then I had to get from Washington State, where I lived, to Miami, which we had to buy a round trip ticket for that. We also had to pay to stay in the dorm rooms that we stayed in while we took classes. And then we had spending money and things like that. So I would imagine with the $1,200 for the actual classes and correspondence and all that I spent to actually be there, it was probably a good $3,000. I came away with certification, but I still had to actually apply for certain jobs, right, to be if I wanted to be a travel agent. Or I also went to look to see if I wanted to be a flight attendant. So I went to a company and had to apply as well. So it was good, like I said, $3,000. But we now, since we have joined at the platinum membership level with Surge 365, we are now agents, and it is free. I am going online to take some classes to be certified. They actually do it online. I read, and because I've done it before too, I'm very interested in travel and excited about it. And I can get my certification, and actually I take a certain number of classes online, and I will eventually earn my actual agent card as well. So then I can book, and then when people book under me as well, I gain rewards and points and things like that. So I'm very excited about that. And the cost is so much less than what I already paid.
And you have the travel membership, and you have the unlimited customer program, which I'm going to share with you. Family, our company backs our travel 150%. You saw that. But in addition to that, we back your upgrade. Should you decide to upgrade to the Vortex Platinum or you purchase the Vortex, we back that with 100% guarantee. So let me share with you how that works. Inside of your Platinum membership or your Vortex membership, you will own something called the Vortex, and the company will actually assign you your very own link. This is kind of like your friends and family discount. You can share it with as many people as you want. They sign up for free. It doesn't cost them anything. It's kind of like you're sharing a portion of your savings with them. They'll never see how much you save, but 85% of the time they will save. You save 100% of the time. They save 85% of the time. Now, the company says every time somebody travels using your link and they save money, whatever they save, 60% of that, the company will send to you in a check. And I'm going to show you how that works in a second. But if, to actually activate the risk-free guarantee, the company says just follow a simple system, share your link with 10 people every single month, right? They don't have to book travel, just sign up and listen to some training every single week. And if for some reason you're not happy, we'll give you your money back about minus anything we paid you. Well, Dr. Andrea Warren is my cousin's 7th customer, not her 10th, not her 120th, just her 7th. And she was able to log into the Vortex, become a customer, and she saw where she was able to save. Well, this is the same thing that's going to happen to your customers. They'll look and see what they want to book. They'll see the savings. More than likely, most of us are from Missouri, the Show Me State. They'll verify on one of the general public sites. They'll realize the savings, and 60% in this example of $511 is how much the check is that the company sends to you for referring that person. You don't book it. You're not responsible for it. Most of the time, you will never know they booked it until you get a check. Well, think about how great this is working for nonprofit organizations, particularly our churches and our alumni associations, different ministries, Little League teams, Girl Scout troops. I mean, we're helping any entity that needs to raise money. And now we did an example, and we didn't want to give a huge example. So we scaled it way back, not $511 as in the previous example. Let's just say 20% of the member base travels and they only save $50. That would be, in the ministries example, 300 people that save $50 is $15,000. Well, your church and ministry would not only get a cash reward of $9,000, but they will also earn reward credits. How many nonprofit organizations that we love and support, even, for example, our fraternity, we raise money for scholarships and things of that nature. Here's a way to raise money, because think about it. What about our fraternity brothers and sorority sisters and our members in our congregation and contributors to an association doing right now? They're traveling, so money is leaving, right, the pockets of our members and donors and fraternity brothers and sisters. But you know what? They're not returning back. Well, this is a way that we can love the organization we're with, use their travel link to travel, and help raise money for worthy causes. Now, we have, as I mentioned to you, unapologetically, the best travel membership out there. So no matter what people want to do, there is a young lady. She's an attorney. She's on our webinar tonight. Her name is Rosa Anderson. She said, I just been telling my husband I want to become a travel agent. Well, guess what? She went ahead to do that. She and her husband have earned a free cruise, let me just draw this up here, a 7, 14, or 21-day cruise, and the value is from $4,300 to $13,000, and the cruise is free. I understand. I think they pay their port fees or something like that. That's because they want to entice the travel agent to refer her customers to them. Family, if people want to do that, they can. And now her husband says, I want to go to Legoland, but I don't want to go to Legoland here in the States. So he's taking the test for Legoland in their travel agency back office. Once they graduate, then Legoland will give them a free trip to Holland to check out Legoland in Holland. How cool is that? But at any rate, here's the thing. My grandmother used to say, listen, if it can make sense, it can make dollars. Grandmother used to also say, God bless the child that has his own. So if travel and vacation is something that everybody loves to do, wouldn't it make sense to make that a business that we actually have of our own? See, Warren Buffett put it this way: to increase your wealth. Now, this is not income. This is not, I'm going to go get a part-time job and work at Macy's and earn more income. No, this is creating wealth that passes on to generations. I was with Mark and Candace on Sunday, Andrea and I, and they were talking about wanting to create that legacy for their children and their children's children. Well, that's what wealth does, and the way to create it is to start a business. But it's not any business. It's not just any business. He says, he gives you kind of a litmus test. Things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the things that the world does should be a business of yours. Well, the world is traveling, and I'm going to show you the numbers in just a second, but suffice it to say, partnering with us, we've already done $3 billion in travel sales, paid over $40,000 of the $1,000 bonuses, and the $10,000 bonus I was telling you that Dr. Andrea wants to earn. The reason she wants to earn it is to help pay down the student loans that her daughter acquired. What a wonderful mom she is. But family, here's a place where you literally working very part-time. See, you're at home. I'm at home. I mean, I have a cute little, cruise backdrop, but I'm actually at home. This is my lounge chair right here. But my point is, very part-time, one day become a 7-figure earner. See, the reason we can do that is because of how much money travel generates. The numbers you're looking at are 2 years old. That's 2017 numbers. Who knows what the numbers were in 18? We're still waiting on that final tally. But listen, we're going to be up here for less than an hour. Travel does over $867 million in a 60-minute period. That is bananas. So here is what we do. We're going to set you up in business. So what Mark and Candace are not asking you to do is to be employees of theirs. No, nobody's an employee. Everybody's a colleague. Everybody's on the same playing field. Everybody has the same opportunity. And what I'm about to share with you is our compensation schedule. Everything that I'm about to share with you, from the compensation to the recognition to the awards and the cars, is in everybody's benefit package. not just one person. And you get to do this on a very, very part-time basis. It only costs $20 to activate this side of the business. So you're going to get mentors like myself and the attorney Rosa Anderson and Dr. Andrea Warren. You're going to have all of the help that you need to help you build your business. But because you're in business, you're also going to activate a tax system that is going to be different than what you're used to. So if you have a home-based business already, you know this. If you've never had one, there are things that you're going to get to write off in your business or on your taxes because you have a business. I don't know if you know that your the vet business, visit that, for your canine, your dog, he's considered canine security, so those are tax deductible. A portion of your mortgage or your rent, your light bill and gas bill, your cell phone bill, your cable bill, all become tax deductible because you run a business from your home. You can hire your children, right? And we actually give you, if you look right here, we actually give you the tracking system, right, to track all of your expenses. You actually literally can hire your children. They've got to be age 6 or above, 6 to 18. What you pay them to buy the braces or the Game Boys or the PlayStation, all of that is tax deductible. You pay them, put it in their account, then purchase whatever you need. But here's the beautiful thing. Our current president increased what we're able to write off per child from $6,000 last year to $12,000 this year. Tammy, I will tell you, tax returns get larger or what you have to pay gets smaller when you add a home-based business. Now, let me tell you what we're going to do. Your first 30 days, and this is what we're working with Mark and Candace on, is we want to help you earn your first $1,000 bonus. Now, in your first 8 days, if we're able to, share this with 3 of your travel buddies, you're going to be 3 and free. You're going to earn a commission, but the company will also pay you what we call a quick start bonus of $150. Now, in the entire 30 days, we bring on for you 7 platinum sales. A couple of things are going to happen. One, you're going to be promoted to something we call a team builder. Notice you went from a $30 commission to $50. It's automatic. Like in our program, you don't ask for a raise. You do the work and you're automatically promoted. But 7 is going to pay you a $1,000 bonus. Collectively, you have the ability to earn up to $1,440 in your first 30 days. And I was recently, remember I told you about, I was talking to a young lady, and she says, I need just an extra $400 or $500 or $600 a month to make my ends meet. And when I shared that with her, I told her that's 3 times what you're looking for. And she's talking about going out to Macy's, but what she was worried about is she's a single mom. She has a senior, a junior, a freshman, and a 6th grader at home. She already works a full-time job, right? So she's saying, I don't want to leave them, at night as well. So I shared with her this platform. Well, family, remember I talked to you about the 3? Remember I said that Tanisha, who just saved the $6,000, does not pay a monthly subscription fee, that when you refer 3, we eliminate that? Well, that really is the secret sauce. The company wants us to help everybody not have that monthly subscription payment. Well, as a team builder, every time you're helping people and 7 sales falls into your team builder group, the company pays you $1,000 bonuses. And I'm going to show you how those sales not only paid you a $1,000 bonus or multiple, it will also pay you a $10,000 bonus. So watch as this actually unfolds. So let's just say that's you to the left. We get your first 3 platinum sales or 6 points, you're a team builder, and you bring on your first 4 sales as a team builder. The first young man may want to be like Candace was going to do back when she took her travel agent classes to be a travel agent. But he's like, I might as well not pay the $63 a month. So we help him enroll 3. Now, you just saw $1,000 pop up over to the left, but you only referred 4 of those 7 because your 4 plus his 3 is 7. They fell in your team builder network, so you earned $1,000. So let me just pause for a second. He can do the same thing if he ever decides to. See, now that he has his 3 or his 6 points and he's a team builder, he's able to execute the exact same thing that I'm showing you. Everybody's playing field is level. Nobody can buy in any higher. So whether you buy the Vortex at $199, the membership at $299, or the Platinum at $499, it doesn't put you at a higher level. It just gives you more product. Does that make sense? Well, the next couple gets their 3, and as this unfolds, what I'm showing you is you're not personally referring anybody else, right? It's not about you knowing hundreds and hundreds of people. It's about you knowing people who know other people who know other people, and all we want to help each of them to do is to get what we call 3 and free. And so every time 7 sales or 14 points falls into your team builder group, the company pays you a $1,000 bonus. Whether you lift a finger, did the work, referred the people, or not. But those people count twice. Now you might be saying, what you talking about, Willis? And this blew Candie and Mark's mind the other day, but they count twice. See, because once you have 100 new team builder sales in your network, the company's going to not only have paid you thousands of dollars, probably about $14,000 in bonuses, they're also going to pay you a $10,000 bonus based on those same 100 people. Not just one time, though. See, every time your team builder network grows by a new 100 people, the company is going to pay you an additional $10,000 bonus. So my girlfriend, my girlfriend in the business, her name is Letitia Nicole Beatty, a minister down in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's earned 5 of these bonuses. Myself, I've earned 4 of those. Tashana Richardson has earned 3 of those. See, because just like the $1,000 bonuses are unlimited, the $10,000 bonuses are unlimited. But this is the thing that Candie really wanted me to make sure resonated with you. There is an opportunity for those of you who see in the advantages for you and your household to earn $50,000 in the next 100 days. This is something also that we're working very diligently with Mark and Candie on, is to help them do the same thing. They want to help friends of theirs do it as well. See, those 100 sales, you let us help you do that in 100 days. Not only does it pay you the $10,000 bonus and 14 $1,000 bonuses, $2,000 override, right, which is $26,000. Because we do it in 100 days, the company will pay you an additional $25,000 bonus for doing it in 100 days, $5,000 a month for 5 months. Pretty incredible. This is right in the back of your compensation and benefit package with our company. Now, the young lady I was telling you about, she said, nope, all of that sounds good, just need about $500. Well, it works the same way. The system is the same no matter how you want, whatever your income, goals are. We're still going to help you get that 3, but then we're going to simply help your 3 to eliminate their monthly subscription fee by each referring 3. And then we're going to help those 9 to eliminate their monthly subscription fee by referring those 3. And no matter what they want to do from that point, if they want to travel, and travel, that's all they want to do, great. They want to be a travel agent, that's all they want to do, great. They want to build income like you, great. But see, this particular structure guarantees this young lady an extra $500 every single month from now on, because what are we going to do? We're going to help those 27 to eliminate their monthly subscription fee by enrolling 3 as well. So there are multiple ways of earning income. I mean, there are actually 12 of them. All of it is listed in your benefit package with the company. You have access to everything that you see once you look into once you go in your back office, look under resources, look under, SBA documents. Everything that you see in the compensation package is available to you. But see, we even have an executive level. And I love that because, it's kind of, I've always wanted to be an executive, but because they really do take very, very good care of their directors. As a new director, I can tell you there is no more lucrative compensation plan than what you're about to see. So when you first become a director, it's considered level 1. The company is going to begin to pay you an additional. So all of the income that you were earning, that income is still there. You're continuing to still earn that, but the company is going to award you an additional $1,000 a month, and at level 2, an additional $2,000 every single month. Now, I'm about to share with you some very, very large numbers, in the grand scheme of things. I want you to understand that this is not like get rich quick or pie in the sky. You really have to go to work. You have to let us train you. You have to let us teach you. You have to refer people and let us help them refer other people. But family, the work is not hard. What I'm doing right now is not very difficult, right? What Mark and Candace are doing, they invited you to a webinar to let you see me do a presentation. Well, you can do the exact same thing, because just like Dr. Andrea and I are helping them, we're going to help you as well. Well, family, at the second level, you're going to have to make a choice between the 2 very fine, automobiles, the Dodge Charger or Challenger. I've chosen the 2-door Challenger because I think it's a very sexy automobile. Not practical, but very sexy. But they're going to buy the car for you. See, this is a company car. They're going to, of course, cover insurance and licensing fees, but they're paying you $2,000 a month for your fuel and whatever else you're going to need. But you'll give this car back when you elevate yourself to level 3 director. Now, how do you do that? By continuing to help other members on your team to elevate themselves to the levels that you were already at. Well, now they're paying you $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year. And this car, the Mercedes, BMW, or Jaguar, they're going to actually sign the title over to you. This one you're going to need another garage for. So I don't know if that means you moved and added a third garage. I'm not sure. But this one is your company car. And when you get to this level, you know, it's things like diamonds or furs or a boat or what else is there? A presidential Rolex, which is what I've chosen. It's totally up to you. But let me tell you what the money is. I think, you know, the things are nice. Don't get me wrong. But for me, and let me just to give you a little bit of idea of my journey, I'm one of those people that you heard about in the recession that lost everything. I'm one of those people that had a business. We were doing wonderful. You know, our bank had promised to take us to $4 million from $2.5 million once we expanded our location, which we did. We started in October of 2006, but we finished in June of 2008. And unfortunately, the country had just gone into a full-blown recession. Our bank did not get the bailout from Congress. They were forced into bankruptcy. The $2.5 million they loaned us is an asset. We had to pay that back in 60 days. We never went up to the $4 million. We just spent $750,000 expanding the locations. And literally, I mean, suffice it to say, we took it. It was a very, very hard hit. Nobody else would loan money. So 30 days after they pulled the plug on the $2.5 million line of credit, we found ourselves literally having to close the doors to a company that just 3 years before, was doing $21 million in annual sales. So I literally fell on hard times. I mean, we lost our houses, our cars, our friends, our bank accounts, credit cards. I mean, everything was gone because we had gone into so much debt to establish ourselves. So I do, you know, I'm starting over in my 40s, and when you're doing that, you're closer to retirement. And I remember thinking, how in the world do I create that income that allows me to retire? And the reason I say and tell you my story is because I want you to understand that the things are great, but that income coming in every single month. See, Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad said, when you've got more money coming in every single month, right? You've got more money coming in every single month than you have expenses that are actually going out. That is a form of, you know, rich. And so, yes, they're going to do this, but we're talking about 1 or 2 years to get to the first 2 levels, 3 to 4 years to get to level, 3 and 4, 5 to 6 years, maybe 7 years to get to this level. Maybe it would take you a little bit longer. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is that it is there. It is in your benefit package. And family, I rub elbows with the people who've already earned these. 100 people have already become millionaire earners. My mentor is a millionaire earner, and 3 or 4 people on his team are already $1 million earners. That's the power of this particular platform. These cars, as a matter of fact, Dr. Christopher Coakley drives the white Bentley himself, right? Now, he's mad because we just introduced the Ferrari and the what do you call this thing? The Lamborghini, but his wife is like, that car is too small for us anyway. But we know these people. As a matter of fact, next Thursday we're going to be with these very people in St. Charles. So what am I telling you is that there's a major opportunity out there. And you know how grandmother and maybe your parents used to say it's not what you know but who you know? That really happens to be the case. See, Mark and Candace understand that, opportunity is not a blessing unless you pass on the blessing. They also understand, family, that they don't want to have all their eggs in one basket. They said they've already moved, 4 times, 5 times in a relatively short period of time, looking for that better life with that next position. Well, now they want to create something that's legendary, and they wanted to share that with you because it's real, because it works. And let me tell you, they have checked us out very, very thoroughly before they would offer the opportunity to you. So we just want to say to you, listen, we want to ask you the question, I should say, does it make sense? Because, of course, if it makes sense to you, then it also makes dollars. See, grandmother used to say that very thing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And she would also say, don't put off till tomorrow what you need to get done today. So I'm done. We can take questions at this particular point, Candie. And Mark, why don't you share, because we've asked you to be very selective about who we launch your company with, because we're choosing really what is going to be your board of directors. Why are these the persons that are the first persons that you chose to invite to your very first grand opening webinar?
Well, first of all, some of them are family, and that's important to me as we get older. I lost my mom. She's been gone now from cancer for almost 13 years. And so we had a family reunion recently in the last month. And it was so amazing to be with my other aunties and cousins and cousins and their families and spouses. And we talked about getting together more regularly. It's important to have that connection, that family connection. And so when we had started talking about, we have another reunion in 2 years. And I thought, okay, that's great. And they were talking about going on a cruise. Well, for Mark and I, financially, that's not even possible. And when we were introduced to this business, I thought, oh my gosh, we can use this together. We can participate and come together as a family and be in each other's lives and do it at a great discount and make more of us partake in this. It's important. Those people that are family members. I don't know if we have some also friends, close friends on here too. We have a lot of people in our lives that are in the same position that we are, that are wanting to create wealth and a legacy and are wanting to share. And I know in my life, I am more successful when I'm also doing it for others. So it's really important to me to help share. And as I always tell people, and Coach JP, you'll laugh at this, I always tell people I'm a big mouth. So when I like
I'm going to tell everybody.
Something's good, I like to share it with everybody, tell them the great experiences I've had. And we've had that with you and with Dr. Warren and with the other people that we have met that are in this business. I have been amazed at not only the support, but the honesty of who they are and the amazing things they've done and how they've all wanted to share and how successful they are. I said this, I've never encountered anything like this before. And so I was really, and Mark was, we were like, wait, is this real? And especially Mark was the, more skeptical of the two of us. But he asked questions. We got to see your wonderful celebration. We were actually invited and were able to come to Genesis' celebration of her becoming level 1 marketing director. And to see the people that were there in support and honor of you and what they've also done, that was an amazing and a really special experience. And so we just want to be able to share and hopefully pay it forward. I think as I earn this wealth and as we gain and we become team builders and team members with these people, I think of all the great things we can do besides, taking care of what we need to take care of, but the other things that we can do for people and with people.
Fantastic. And I don't know if Mark is ready to speak, but I have, of course, we have your sponsor, Dr. Andrea Warren, on. We're going to bring her to the line, but why don't you just kind of share, the relationship that you have with Andrea and how this actually all came to play?
Well, Mark's saying he's not ready to speak. His voice is kind of
okay.
I met Dr. Warren or Andrea through Mark because he works at Tidewater Community College in downtown Norfolk, and Andrea is the executive director of the Governor's School of the Arts. And so I think I met her once through there, and then I used to work for Todd Rosalie Dance, which of course is connected with the Governor's School here. And met her, and we just kind of connected, and I loved her. I was like, this is an amazing woman. She's in charge of this arts association in this school, which of course we love because of who we are, and my child wants to go to. So and I had seen her work. I've seen her work with her students and work on boards and things like that. And I always respect who she is and how she holds herself. And so when she approached us, and again, everything happens for a reason. I was kind of down, and she asked me how I was doing. I was like, not that great. And business, I think, might help. I want you to come, and I want to talk to you. And so Mark did, and we were pleasantly surprised. I was like, wait, I can do this. This is a great opportunity. I can do this. I know we can. So we were very blessed to have been introduced to her. We've known her now for 4 or 5 years. and getting to know her even more. And I also went to London to see her fabulous daughter in Tina Turner as well. And it's hilarious
Ah.
because I could see her. I went to Scotland for my trip, but I'm like, no, I can't be over in Scotland and not go see her. So it was a pleasure to be able to do that and a great life experience. So Rhea's, we feel like this is the process of changing our life. Everyone changes their life for a reason. I'm a believer in that. And I think that this is
Well, wonderful. Well, family, please help me welcome to the line the young lady that shared this beautiful vision with, Mark and Candace, Dr. Andrea Warren. Are you on the line? Dr. Andrea, I hope I muted your line. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me make sure.
I think she's
okay. I can't. Yeah, it looks unmuted. Okay. All right. We're not hearing you. Andrea, if you are speaking, we don't hear you. Okay. At any rate, so let's do this. Let's go to Q&A. All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything that you've seen? If it makes sense to you, and you want to get more clarity or more information, we can do that. As a matter of fact, we can do a test drive of the membership if you'd like, if anybody would like to do that. But does anybody have any questions? You can unmute your line. I have set it so that you can unmute your line, and we can take any questions that you may have.
Ask away, you guys, if you have them.
Yep, feel free to do so. I'm just going to log on just to give you a live visual of the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
of the account. Yeah. And this is just show. And I think we did this at your house with your guest there on Sunday, Candace, and we went online and we went to look and see what are the prices like. And family, the app does look like what you saw. It is iOS and Android compatible.
Ms. Parker.
And that's yes. Hi.
This is Kenneth Crowder. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you, Kenneth?
I'm good. My question is, will there be one of these a live presentation in the Tidewater area anytime soon?
As a matter of fact, we have a couple of different options. The next live one is going to be this coming Monday, but we also have one at Candace's house, she and Mark, on Sunday. If neither of those dates are conducive with you, Candace and Dr. Andrea Warren can sit down with you, one-on-one and do a live presentation. So you have different options. What do you think works best for you?
Well, I'm already in, but I'm under Dr. Warren. I believe you came to my office. I think you did.
Elder. Is this
Yes.
Elder Crowder? Oh,
Yes.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry. Yes, Monday. If you and Miss, First Lady Sandra can come out, that would be wonderful.
Okay.
Monday, but we're also going to have one.
Where?
That's in Chesapeake by Greenbrier. And Miss Candie is in Norfolk near Norfolk State University. That's Sunday. And I know Sundays is kind of tough for sometimes pastors and things, but Monday at 7 p.m. in Chesapeake at Greenbrier.
Okay, I'll get with Dr. Warren then, and she can tell me where it's going to be at Monday. So
Absolutely.
Because I want to bring some people.
Okay, well, she'll be doing the introduction, so she'll get all the information. I will get her the flyer. It's already created. I'll get her the flyer tonight, and she'll get it right to you, Elder.
All right,
so that you can see it. My pleasure, sir. All right, any other questions? All right, well, wonderful. There you can see on the screen, family, we have saved our members in the last 4 years, 4.5 years, well, 4 years, 3 months, $68,256,000. That's money that Expedia and Priceline and Travelocity would have literally taken from people. Like they're gouging people, you know what I mean? And so we're able to keep at least some of their money in their pockets. And a lot of our members are very grateful for. So this is just looking in New York. And as you can see, the platform offers you hotels and cruises and car rentals and flights We have luxury residences. A lot of our pastors and ministers will use this, the homes as a getaway place. Very nice homes all over the country and the world. Inside, we also have weekly stays where I've seen a young lady get a 7-day stay in Grand Palladium in Jamaica for $99 for the week. All she had to pay for was her food. So all of that is inside of your membership. If you're on a timeshare, you can deposit your week inside of your membership. Under lifestyle, if you're a golfer, you can book that in your membership. There are gift cards to all of the companies we know, Apple, Google, to, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, Applebee's, Olive Garden, restaurant savings and rewards. All of those things are right here inside of your membership. So if we were to, oops, what happened to that? Hold on. I'm sorry. If we were to, where did it go? I think oh my gosh, I shut it down. But if you were to look inside of your membership, we have a platform called restaurant.com where you can buy $100 in purchasing power for only $11. And so all of those things are available at your fingertips. There are 4,200 stores in your membership, to include Neiman Marcus and Bloomingdale's and Macy's, and to include Walmart and Target and 1-800-Flowers and 1-800-PetMeds, and all of these things are actually inside of your membership. So right there at your fingertips. I mean, everything that you need to do is right there. There's even additional places, Candace and Mark, I don't know if I told you this, but there are additional places to purchase flights inside of your membership and still earn your reward credit inside of your membership. So it does cover everything. It really does cover everything. And so, go ahead, darling. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. I think I may have seen that briefly maybe when I was looking at something. I saw something, a snippet of it, and I was wondering what that was. Okay,
yeah. You can, I think there's Caribbean Air is back there. I think I should shut the whole Zoom down, didn't I? Caribbean Air is back there, as well as, there we go. Caribbean Air is back there, as well as, like cheapo air and cheap tickets and something like that. So, so here's the membership again, and I don't know how I kicked my own stuff out of my own presentation, but this is just to give you an example, for those of you that just kind of want to just see how the membership looks, how it works. This is New York. I'm waiting for my drop down. I don't know why she's not dropping down. We're going to say maybe next month. I think we looked at this week yesterday. And if I could get it to pull up New York. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do a search. So it does the exact same thing. Oh, I was telling you about timeshare members, and this is where your reward credits are up here, family. Timeshare owners can deposit their week. They can sell their week for reward credits. They can sell their week for cash. And we have a lot of timeshare members, they can't sell the week, as far as getting rid of the entire timeshare, but here, and because they don't use it, but here's a place at least they can get something for their week. Under lifestyle, also we have shopping rewards inside of that, as well as worldwide tours. People do literally go on, I remember I was telling you, Candace, 180 days on a cruise, and you're like, oh my God, that's too long. But this is just an example, family, as we close up of the membership and how it actually works. Here is an example of, I don't know what the Blue Moon Hotel is. I'm just showing you how it actually looks. If you were to click on Blue Moon, the cost of that, as you can see, Candace, $23.49. Our savings, $15.61. And so literally a member would pay only $7.88 for the same, 7 days, 6 nights that Expedia is charging people $2,300. Now, remember I told you we only show the lowest possible price. That means the prices that we show you, there is somebody who has it higher. The only 2 companies on the public website that has it for $23.49 are Booking.com and Priceline. Everybody else, their prices are going to be higher than what they are actually offering it for. So just like, Progressive, we show you their prices right there on the internet. If we were to look at this one, the Spring Hill Suite, $2,800, our price is going to be $1,600. I mean, it's just hands down, we absolutely have everything. The Westin, the Holiday Inn, the Concord. So all the same hotels, just not the same pocketbook cost. So with that, please, what Candie is going to do is, and Mark, they're going to get back with you, and they're going to just find out if you have any questions that you want to direct to them personally. We will have another presentation at their home this weekend and another webinar probably later this week or one day next week. At any rate, Candie, I'll turn it over to you to close out. It has been my pleasure to serve you on this evening. God bless each and every one of you. Candie, take it away.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this webinar. We so appreciate it. And again, if you have any other questions for Coach VP, for Jess, or for myself, or for Dr. Warren, please get a hold of us. Like I said, you can email me or text me if I sent to you. If you have questions and comments, or check out the website and our web addresses that I've sent you at hotdivatravel.com or hotdivatravel.net. Again, I thank you all so much for being part of this webinar. And please let us send it out, the information out to other people you know that would love to be a part of this. And thank you so much, Dennis and Andrea. I so appreciate you all.
It is absolutely our pleasure. Y'all have an incredible rest of your evening, okay? We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know if we had just one person, maybe. I don't know if